Seems if I start a review someplace strange, people stick around. So here's the inside of my DD Hi-Fi collab with a bunch of different adapters that you can get in one spot to convert anything to anything for an audio show. And if you'd like to see it, check out my link tree in the description for all my collabs. Anyway, these Kiwi ears Ellipse. I'm going to say Ellipse like 15 times. All right, it's a mental disorder. It's actually the Ellipse. I'm going to call it the Eclipse. And we're going to complain about that box art and how it looks like someone just did shrooms and is now falling downstairs. We need to talk about March of 2024. Because these are March. I went and looked. I wanted to know how long have the JT1s been the kings of cheap. March 21st. I'm recording this April 1st. That's a little over a year. You made it, babies. Just a little bit over a year. You were the one and only pick to make go. I'll leave them plugged in because I want to do one more comparison, but it's not good. It's not looking good, JT1s. By the way, video of this, 132,000 views. Thank you for all the people who found me through that. It seems whenever I do like a cheap headphone that's really good, people want to join this channel to see what else is on it. There is not much in the way of cheap good. It is a search. I could do every headphone could be under $100, and you know what? 90% of them will be crap. So when something actually appears for under $100, $75. This is $10 cheaper, but $75. And then is a not just different, but a substantial leap. Then I take this and I stick it in the drawer down there where no one's going to see it again. And then all we say is Ellipse. Ellipse, Ellipse, Ellipse. You want the Kiwi ears Ellipse. These. I'm going to make a reference that no one here is going to fucking get. This is the equivalent. If you JT1s are what you have, and even though you notice those have the Eris pads on them just to make them a little bit better. These are like argonizing those. Not agonizing, argon. Oh, my T60 argons are up in Canada still. I'll get them back. I was a little bit shocked going between the two just now because I hadn't done it yet. I was going to wait for the review, and then I'm going to sit down and beautiful Bob Ross mousepad from Apos. I'm going to talk about the thing with the robots over there. Hi, robot. And we're going to talk about the Kiwi ears, Ellipse. Okay. These. Fucking these. So, first of all, swimming 3-knuckle giant pads. They look like kind of like a cheap small headphone. They're not small. I should have brought out do I have a big? Well, those are too big. Those, no. You know what? Fuck it. We'll just take Eris out. Check out my links for Eris in the collar. It is as big a pad. Maybe big. No, exactly the same size. This is a full-size headphone. This is not a little tiny like, oh, we're going to squeeze it in there. This is big. And it's simple. And it's dumb. But that's what you want. If you're looking for an under $100, like I just need a headphone because I'm going to college, or I need a headphone because my son's going to college, or I need a headphone to throw at someone because they're an idiot, you buy the Kiwi ears. Because the headband it's just a big soft pad, the end. And then the sliders, well, I think Bear Dynamic perfected them. And these work just as well. And then they swivel just enough. The pads are giant and gracious. I wish I could. I'm going to put on a Severance. I don't know. I don't have a big enough vocabulary to milkshake these, but I would love to milkshake them. They're luscious. So comfort is guaranteed. That was one of the things with the JT1 is people were like, yeah, the pads get a little bit sweaty, and I even agreed with that. But it was like, it didn't matter. They were $60. You fucking buy them. These at $75, we have a little bit higher standards to go towards. I'm not using the stock wire right now because I wanted to plug them in balance. This is actually the wire from the own SR7000, I think, which is one of the best closebacks ever in the world. The back has, see, that's plastic, but that's all metal. That's like pure, like it's the Kiwi ears logo. Kiwi ears, by the way, has assaulted me with headphones. I have a collab coming with Kiwi ears, which might make you think, oh, Zeos, you're going to look. Here's the thing. They make this so good that I'm looking forward to what their final tuning on my headphones is going to be. Because it's like, fix this thing. It's going to be, because that's a closed-back planar, which is rough. But this here, if I just put it on, I want to get a little bit of a shock to the system. I've got it in the very boring K19. I'll get that review done. Fucking Mark Ronson is just... Yes. What this does to sound is... It's a lot. I'm going to say this in the nicest way possible. It's a fucking lot. It puts everything like right up in your mouth. And it's just like, hey, here's all that music you thought you were enjoying. Now you actually can. The JT1s sound like anemic in comparison. In fact, the JT1 sounds sort of like a clustered, like a ball sound in the middle. And these are like, no. Take that ball, rip it in half, and stick it on the side of your head. That's where we're listening to it. So I've got it now on, I don't think anyone's running the QES reference off of Pegasus R2R deck. But if you were, you could sit there and be like, wow, this is doing some really like big, it's a 15 millimeter dynamic. It's not a fancy dancy. I can't believe it's been exactly 1 year. There's a JT1, $65. Here's the, that's the hero lineup of Kiwi ears. Headphone. And there they are. 4.7 stars with 55 ratings. And there's a 10% coupon, so you can get them for roughly the same price as the JT1 if you wanted to. And we could ignore everything else, special tuning, N42 high-performance magnets, blah, 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 blah. Strong, the lows have a strong impact with sensation, rumble, and body. Yeah, they do. That's the worst way to say it, but they fucking do. I put on my bass track playlist, and I put on Kill La Kill, Nichijou, Guku, and it's like... There's like a thunk, which you probably can't hear through the microphones. I'm holding the headphones on it. These are the new kings of cheap. They just are. It's when I was going on and on about the Ship 9500 placement it was the JT1s first, and then it was recently something else. Was it the FiiOs? Nah. These are the price to performance kings right now. That's the original wire is going to be something of a you're going to be like because they're designed to be a DJ studio monitor headphone, which is a made-up thing because no one actually uses DJ studio monitors for DJ studio monitoring. Do you? I do, because I do my Neumanns. But so we've got a very, very long quarter-inch adapted 3.5. And it's very long. It's fabric. I'd put this up there with some of the nicest Hyphaman wires I've ever seen. In fact, look at that strain relief. This thing really doesn't want to break, ever. It's just like strain relief pants on everything. That's nutty. At 3.5 millimeter mono connectors, which doesn't matter because you use it for anything else. And it is as long as the day is long, I don't know, in the Sahara Desert when you're camping and you're naked. I don't know. Buy another wire. It'll work. It's just annoyingly long. So any wire will work. I actually have the Harmonityne Eris wire on the JT1s. If you wanted to use that, you just buy an Eris. And can't buy the wire separately yet. And I don't know if you're going to blow $180 on a Magia cable to use with the Kiwi ears at $75 or on sale. So let's get out of my bass track playlist and go to actual music. The left and right indicators, by the way, are a very small R and a very small L. So you're probably better off just marking the cups yourselves. Look at the hardware, by the way. That isn't just that's a beautiful, what the hell is it? What is the type? The Starhead. It's T. I know it's T. I know it's measured in T's, but what is that type of connector called? Pretty hardware. This is steel, bent. This is plastic, doesn't matter. No writing up here, no words, nothing to fuck it up. The clamp is super duper soft and linear. Like, it's just like that isn't going to hurt anybody. And then the cups are huge. Let's pull off a pad so you can just see. And there's nothing really to see. There is a piece of fabric over the top of it. And I think that's glued on. We don't want to mess with that. There you got perforated. You can see the memory foam. You can see it's blue foam under there. And it is just a lip system. I think they borrowed this directly from Beyerdynamic, which makes this the cheapest Beyerdynamic, which also means that I haven't tried it yet, because I haven't had a need to try it yet, but that means Dakoni pads. Beyerdynamic Dakoni pads should fit on this like a glove. Let's throw them on. They gone. They don't feel like I'm on. What am I? Where'd the headphones go, everybody? Everybody, where'd the headphones go? She's from Witch from Mercury. She was a background character. I rewatched the first season. She's in it for approximately 38 seconds for the whole first half of the first season. The most fan art. The most fan art. I actually don't want to listen to these loud. Like, I was listening to these loud. And usually with a studio monitor, like, let's say, let's give a terrible example, M50X, Audio-Technica. And I love Audio-Technica as a brand, but man, the M50X has got way too much overplayed, and then everyone didn't agree they sucked until I said they sucked. And they suck for listening and enjoying music. They just exist for studio monitoring. The point of a studio monitor or a DJ headphone like this, what it should be is on the table, you throw it around, you abuse the shit out of your studio monitors because you're a bad man, and all DJs are drunk and on drugs and having sex unprotected with women, and that's why they can't protect their headphones, and they're assholes about it. But that's good for you, because that means you should be able to, with a good DJ headphone, clean off any fluids, and then just it won't break. It also is meant to be used temporarily. A monitoring headphone is not what that's for monitoring levels. That's for, like, all right, this guy's singing into his guitar. It's a weird world we live in. He's singing into his guitar. What a fuck it. AI can probably do that. So you go like, oh, hold on, let me check his levels. All right, we're good. And you take them off. You aren't supposed to, with a monitoring headphone, just sit there and be like, I'm just going to listen to 4 hours of Pink Floyd while I chill back and drink. It's not the job of a studio monitor headphone or a DJ headphone. It's a quick, dirty, can I get it? Give me everything you got. I don't want to miss anything. Do I hear a buzz? No? Take them off, go back about my business. Now, I'm sure you could leave them on all the time. I'm sure someone's going to be in the comments and be like, I have worked concerts for 4 years and I've just never take them off. That's fine. But are you working, or are you trying to enjoy headphones? Because the harder you're working, the better your headphones should be to do that job. Now, these, I would argue, well, I could argue any headphone could do the job. A lot of times, though, studio monitors are closed back, and this isn't. If I put them on, it's definitely reducing like 10 dB out here. Twice as much as Eris. Eris is about 5 dB kills. This is about 10, maybe 8. So I could still hear the fan running in the background on my dehumidifier because I hear myself talking, but it's not a closed headphone. Neither was the JT1, by the way. Everyone's like, your JT1 is closed. No, there's just a fuckload of foam. This has 30% less foam than the JT1. But when I hit play on the thing here, as opposed to like a studio monitor that's not supposed to be like warm and engaging and have good soundstage and bring out the very best tonalities of music, these fucking do. These do. These are the next best thing. Right? I'm not being paid to say that. I am. You know what pays me? When you buy the thing and then agree with me and then join my Patreon or Subscribestar. That's what pays me. So lying to you doesn't help. So if you believed me on the JT1s, but you had some issues, I agree they had some issues, but they were the best things we had for a year. Now we've got these. It's time to start the cycle all over again. It's time to live the music. Which is, that's actually not the worst slogan ever. By the way, here's what comes in the box. You ready? Oh, nothing. And I'm happy for that. Silica, which you're not supposed to eat, but I don't listen to rules. And then this book, which is the entire user manual. Hold on. What is this? A user manual for ants? Wear them. They're 32 ohms, and they're 98 dB sensitivity, and they're dynamic. If there's no sound, check the cable. And make sure your shit's not muted. That's literally the troubleshooting. These are not complicated headphones. There's nothing about these that... Hold on, I'll throw that on the floor. There's nothing about these that should be confusing or scary. They use a common connector for a common cable. I'll link 2 or 3 cables in the description. If you want to go down there, I'll link some cheap triple wins. What was the one? The Grandeur cable, which is the fabric one, is great. I'll link Maja in case you want to be absolutely dumb tardo and spend so much on a really nice cable. But I'm trying to recall everything I've said so far in this review to say, okay, what am I missing? What haven't I said? Well, Zeos, you haven't said how they sound. And that's the hard part. It's because there's nothing to compare them against. Right now, if I'm looking at my wall and I'm like, all right, what kind of sounds like as a... I'm going to use some words and don't take them... What is as aggressive as this? But forgetting the price tag. Like X2s, no. X3s, no. Ship 9500s were a bit treble driven and they didn't have any low end, and these fucking have low end. So we're not comparing against those because they're better than those. I guess maybe like the Sendi Ivas or the other Civgas up there. Maybe the, you know what? MM100. That's MM100, not the 500. These might be, because the MM100s were a planar that was very, very relaxed. And these are dynamic. That's a little bit more aggressive. So they're meeting in the middle. Where's my volume for this? Oh. This sounds like I'm being like face first shoved right into the music in the best way possible. It's playing real quiet right now. Oh. This is an album just called Italian Songs. There's just the most beautiful, let's crank the living hell out of it. That I could enjoy. These are enjoyable headphones. Stop everything. They're not DJ monitors. They're stop. Someone fucked up at the factory. They accidentally are selling you amazingly joyous to listen to headphones. The vocals are smooth and creamy and centered, and the orchestral band is wide, and the bass exists. There's enough dampening there, I can tell you they put a lot of fucking dampening there, and it fucking exists. This is great. Yeah, I would, so now, what I like to do is I like to keep my life simple. I'm a simpleton. I don't like complications. If someone asks me, hey, Zeos, I need a headphone under $100, and that's all they say, I want to have 3 recommendations. A cheap openback, which is KPH40, and it'll always be a KPH40. A cheap closed back. What was my cheap closed back? Is it under $100? I'm trying to think what the other FiiO is. And these are my, for the next, we'll see if they hold for a whole year. If you want to wait till 2026 to see if something new comes out, fine. But as of this moment, these are the best under $100 fucking openback headphones that we can buy. The end. The end. Why are there like skid marks on the sky? By the way, Skid Marks on the Sky, my favorite fucking album of all time. From a band that doesn't exist, because I just made that shit up. Someone please make an album called Skid Marks in the Sky. All right, please. The best part about this review is I'm so late to this party, you don't even have to take my word for it. You just have to go and look at anybody who's looking up to Kiwi Ears Ellipse. I was going to say Eclipse so fucking hard just now, but it's the Ellipse. It also doesn't say Ellipse anywhere on it, which is bad marketing. I had to fucking demand. Actually, they probably won't be on this one. No, it won't be on this one. Because it's so old. This is the oldest set of Eris. The word Eris wasn't written anywhere on my headphone. Like if it got lost and someone found it, it would be I don't know, we got this headphone with a Z on it. And it would have said harmonic down there. But yeah, I had to have them put the word Eris on there. And Kiwi Ears hasn't learned yet. Because if I found these in the street, it's the Kiwi Ears. You know, the Kiwi Ears CEFCC. LR. Whatever, it's fine. I think these will stand the test of time. And the abuse tests they should excel in. I don't want to drop on the floor because the floor actually needs to be vacuumed. There's so much cat hair down there. But yes, these are your next cheap fucking open back headphone purchase, and you're going to be shocked and awed at what they sound like. That's the best part. That's when you come back. That's why that video for the JT1s has so many views, is because people came back to write comments. So come back to this fucking channel, to this video, if you spend $75 minus a coupon on the Kiwi Ears, and Tell me what you think. Give them some burn-in time. Use them for 3-4 days. Or don't use them for 3-4 days. Just let them run for 3-4 days. And come back here, and I got to know. I want to know if I'm leading you astray. If you don't agree with any of my recommendations, if you bought any of them, then your head rate transfer function and mine don't align. Our tastes don't align, and we won't work out. Our relationship will end. I'm so sorry. As much as you want to hang out with this weeb in his basement, our relationship may have to end. But if you've bought things before that I've recommended and you've kind of liked them, and you kind of like them, he's kind of right about it. There you go. There's your cheap fucking under 100. I'm just going to say under 100 because God knows the fucking price is going to fluctuate. I could have sworn these were 65. People have demanded more Drake. What? You're giving the people what they want right now. You know that, right? This video's, you're fucking up the algorithm. People are clicking. They're clicking away. What do you want? He wants a brother or sister. I got to go to the adoption bit. Oh, he's playing with a rubber band. I saw that. I saw you touch that rubber band. It was a kitten. All right. He's telling me to end this. It's too fucking much. All right. Links to this. Probably Linsol and Amazon because they're on Linsol and Amazon. Wallpaper in the Wallpaper Horde, which is where every wallpaper I've ever used ever. 2.5 gigs of wallpapers are available for download. And then you could find the original artist if you put it into Sauce Now or IQDB, and it'll reverse image search and find people on Twitter and Danborough and Pixiv, and you can actually find and follow the artists, which is good news. Wallpaper desk mats, I've actually got these linked on Reddit. There's a big Reddit post where I put all the desk mats. This was originally a plan because it actually, spoiler alerts, one of the reasons I put a different desk mat every video is so when have all the thumbnails show up from the camera, I know where the segments end. It's like green thumbnail, green thumbnail, green thumbnail, bright pink thumbnail, different video. Yeah. Thank you to Linsol for sending out the Kiwi ears. Thank you to Kiwi ears for putting up with my bullshit trying to tune the new headphone, which we haven't even picked a name for it yet, so don't worry. We are still way back in the process. And there's plenty of Kiwi ears stuff to go around now. But yeah, Patreon subscribers to support this channel. $7 a month lets you see reviews early, participate in yard sales, get to lossless sound demos. I've got a sound demo like 6 Kiwi ears headphones because there's 6 Kiwi ears headphones here. I may have to put the rest of them in a giant lump, but these needed their own video. These are the kings of cheap, and you need. Yeah, they'll just work forever. So yeah, I think I just knocked a screw out of it. Wait, where the hell did that screw come from? There's no screws. There's only 4 screws, and they're all still in there. Was there just a screw loose? Was it one of my screws? Wow. This is God doing an April Fool's on me, because these aren't even screws. There's only screws in here. They're still attached. You know what? I'm going to go check the fucking footage. And for $10 a month, soon to be $15, you get the behind-the-scenes Telegram chat to ask me questions directly and get answers like, where the fuck did that screw come from? Where did you come from? I'm so confused. Anyway, I'm done. Check it out. Support the channel. If you don't, it's fine. Just recommend me to someone who might, or one of your friends, or someone who doesn't understand audio, or doesn't believe that audio can be fucking fun. We're having fun here. I am insistent that audio remain fun and not serious. All right? You think I want to be taken serious? You think people put backgrounds on and have this many fucking... If you want to take it serious? No. Audio should be the most fucking fun hobby there is. More fun than cars and hookers and, I don't know, name some hobbies that are more fun than audio in the description. There's probably a lot of them, actually. This is a bad idea. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, my God.